Just wanted to know what you think about the Roe versus Wade decision that happened.
Oh, okay.
I'll just swear.
Oh, I think it's disgusting.
Well, I'm quite appalled, actually.
I'm never going to understand why people are more concerned about an unfertilized egg than the person who carries it.
Well, they're just selfish, self-consumed men that have got myopic ideas and, you know, they're just awful people.
I'm not a woman, so it doesn't affect me.
And I'm really scared that it's going to come to New Zealand, especially with like National being super into what's going on, and Simon O'Connor posted that it was a good day, and it's just really scaring me. I think it's a really bad loss of rights.
I feel like people who don't think it affects New Zealand need to think again, because obviously our politics is very much reflective of the Western side.
I think that you're going to get a lot of people who are going to want to follow that, a lot of politicians who are going to see it as a opening to, like, a foot in the door.
I actually am probably anti-abortion, to be honest, but not taking away people's rights to choice and freedom to choose their own decision in their life and stuff. I think that's just inherently wrong.
And it's just scary because instead of taking care of our future,
And there were leaks and hints that this was coming from the Supreme Court. And as a woman who's had an abortion, what was your immediate reaction to the news?
That the leaks did not prepare me for the revelation that they had actually done it, that they had actually overturned a almost 50-year piece of legislation. I felt like I'd been punched in the gut, honestly.
Well, it is all happening in America, and I'm really interested in how you reacted. Why do you think this means so much to us here in New Zealand?
Because our own, rights to a safe abortion have only been taken out of the Crimes Act 2 years ago, barely 2 years ago. You know, our rights to this are tenuous. And if a law can be overturned in the US, a 50-year-old law can be overturned, then it can be overturned here.
So is this decision going to turn the clocks back to 1940?
Oh, yes. Yes, that's right. Yes. I mean, the essay I wrote about Dame Margaret Sparrow, she was the one who, at the age of 21, her husband sent away for a thing called the mixture, which a chemist in Christchurch was providing. She did not know what was in that, and she took it. I mean, how dangerous is that? She's so fortunate that there were no side effects, but other women were not so lucky.
So you are expecting women will die, particularly in the States, as a result of this decision and what they do next?
Anybody who has an abortion illegally is taking a huge risk. As I say, it's a medical procedure. That's why we decided in New Zealand to make it a health issue. It is a medical procedure, and any medical procedure is not safe. And particularly if it's unlicensed, backstreet abortions, taking things called the mixture when you don't know what's in it. It's horrifying. And forced birth is forced birth. Traumatic birth is not good for mother or child. I mean, if women are not going to die, they're going to be traumatized.
This decision may have emboldened some people to wind the clock back. Here in New Zealand, is there anything we can do? Do we just remain vigilant, or can we take action to prevent us slipping back?
I think they should write to their MPs and say, what is your stand on abortion and the law? And if you want, I guess we can sort of donate to, the US Planned Parenthood, etc., if we want to sort of put some money into the US, system and help out people there.
Catherine, thank you so much for joining us tonight and for sharing your experience. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
This is The Project, and the gorgeous Kim Crossman is here. And so is the sensational Jackie Brown.
It's a mixed-up lineup tonight, isn't it?
Isn't it? Wasn't it, though, just going back to that interview, such an interesting, fascinating take by her and her insight. I was looking, 13,000 women on average have an abortion here in New Zealand. Some of the interesting things is the majority of the women have already had children. That's 57%. A lot of them have husbands and serious partners. A lot of them are in their late 20s. So we're not talking young teenagers, which is where I think there's this stigma of it's a young teen, made a mistake. Simply not happening here.
Absolutely. And when you think about how do you get pregnant in the first place? There is a man involved. And so I actually want to call out to men. If you love and care for women and the well-being of people that you care about, make some noise, shout, flood the socials, tell us that this matters to you. This is not just a women's issue. And also, if you ban abortion, it doesn't make it go away, it just makes it more dangerous. So, you know.
And on that note as well, a lot of Americans, if you have friends over there, probably need our support as well, because they're experiencing a climate where there's more regression than progression at this time. And I'm currently getting my citizenship, and all of my friends over there kind of say, why?
Oh my goodness, yeah.
They'll be wanting to become Kiwis.
Yeah,
they are.
Definitely.
They will.